Hey everybody, Magpie07 here. Today I'm going to make some wine. I'm thinking of making some dried elderberry wine. As you can see, I've got some dried elderberries there. There's 500 grams of elderberry there. And I'm thinking of adding some currants instead of raisins for the flavour. I'm thinking of making some port wine. I'm not sure if anybody knows what dried elderberry wine tastes like, but and raisins, everybody knows what raisins taste like, so I'm going to blend the two in like that and hopefully try and simulate a nice port wine. So I'm hoping to make 2 gallons today of wine. Got all my ingredients, got my sugar. I only need 2.5 pounds per gallon, so I got plenty there, I think. Yeah, I got some more sugar anyway. I've got my Camden tablets, that's for sterilising and all that. I got my yeast nutrient, got my pectolase, and all these be added afterwards. And I got my citric acid. So, my trusty thermometer. And of course my yeast. But first of all, I'm going to have to wash this lot. Wash my bucket. Clean that up. And hopefully make 2 gallons in there. Wash my funnel, spoon, knife, well, whatever you see there. Has to be all sterilised and washed, cleaned. So I'll get on with that and I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, see you in a bit. Right, that's everything all washed up, nice and clean. Let them dry a bit now. Right, I'll get on with the chopping of the raisins. You can chop all these up. You're not really supposed to use this much, but I'm using that many for 2 gallons, hopefully to make 2 gallons, and I'm only supposed to use a 1/4 pound of dried elderberries and a 1/4 pound of raisins. So I'm using currants instead to alter the flavour a little bit, hopefully to simulate a nice port wine. So I'm using 500 grams of each, half a kilo of each, and we'll see how it goes. Bit of an experiment today. So yeah, I'll get on with it and I'll show you how I go along. Alright, in a bit. Right, so I'm going to cut the bag open now. Tip some of the raisins out. Currants, not raisins. Somebody gave me a nice little tip before when I was doing my wine before, to wet the knife. Wet the knife first and the raisins or currants won't stick to the knife, so I'm going to try that. Right, I'm going to wet the knife. Sounds like a good tip. So yeah, seems to be working. So I'm going to chop this lot up, put them into the bucket here, and I'll add the water then, and the elderberries. Just give it a quick wet again. Seems to be working alright, yeah, good idea. Thanks for the tip. Not the easiest of jobs. Can you see that all right there? Not the easiest of jobs here, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I think that'll do for that lot. Right, I'll pour them into the bucket and I'll carry on through the packet. I won't bore you watching all of chopping all this up. So yeah, right, I'll let you know when I do the rest. Alright. Right, see you in a bit. Right, we have the last few bits here now to chop up. Then I'll add the hot water, and when all that cools, then add the yeast nutrient, the pectolase and the citric acid. And but this cooling process can take a little time to do, because 2 gallons of water will take a long time to cool, as you know, probably an hour or more. I'll stand it in the sink in cold water to cool it off, and then I'll add the ingredients. Right. That's that out of the way. Next I'll add the elderberries. I don't know if you can see that alright. Good sharp knife, cut the bag open and then pour them in. Just show you. Here's the raisins all chopped up in there. Now add the elderberries. Yeah, smells lovely. Just give them a bit of a mix up. Get that out of there. There we are, all mixed up. I've already boiled 1.7 litres of water, so I'm just going to pour that in now. I'll make that up to 2 gallons. I'll let the whole thing cool. Hope the lens doesn't steam up. Usually does. But yeah, that's the first stage. When everything cools off now, I'll show you the rest. How to add the how much I'll get my words out. How much yeast, nutrient and citric acid and all that to add. So yeah, let's get my spoon. Just give that a quick stir. You can see the colour changing already. Yeah, so I'm going to make it up to 2 gallons. As you can see by there, 2 gallons, and then we'll leave it. Once the ingredients have all been added, I'll leave it for a week then, stirring daily, and I'll come back to you then with stage 2. Alright, see you in a bit.